Every story needs a genre, setting, characters, and plot. The genre is the type of story. The characters, setting, and plot used are dependent on the genre. A story does not have to be only one genre, as some types of genres mix well. Some common genres are fantasy, urban fantasy, science fiction, dystopia, swashbuckler, romance, historical fiction, vampire, fairy tale, superhero, teen fiction, mystery, detective, and Christian. If you are new to writing, start with a simple genre and pick one you know enough about to write in and will enjoy writing in. For example, I have written most of these genres, but I've never done a historical fiction. I enjoy historical fiction that is done well. I love The Scarlet Pimpernel, but writing historical fiction isn't my thing. I am fairly well versed in Renaissance lifestyle and customs, but to get me into actual history, I don't feel confident. Thus, I write swashbucklers and fantasy, but not historical fiction in that time period. You need to choose a genre you are comfortable writing in. I love fantasy because I can create the world however I want. I love crossing genres and coming up with really unusual worlds, like the Shards or the Rejected. You choose what you are comfortable writing in. Even there, you'll have to do a lot of research. In writing The Fayborn, which is an entirely made-up world, I still had to research a great deal on symbolism of trees and gems. I had to research properties of animals and metals. I watched videos on different weapons and how they fought each other. I had to research a great deal of Fey lore, as I wanted to be accurate with the lore I used. Talking of mixed genres, that is a fantasy meets war mage meets dystopia. Any genre you do will likely require research, so make sure it's research you will enjoy. If you love looking up how to design spaceships and researching how particle guns and laser weapons work, write sci-fi. If you love looking up stones and their meanings, write fantasy and a magic system based on them. Pick a genre that works for you. The setting. This is where the story takes place. It will be highly influenced by the genre chosen. It is a good idea to write your story in a setting you are familiar with, either one you create or one you are knowledgeable in. Writing in 18th century France is not a good idea if you know nothing of 18th century France. The genre will greatly influence the setting. A science fiction book will be set in a very different world than a post-apocalyptic dystopia. Often picking a genre helps to develop the world, and deciding the world helps with choosing the genre. An interesting world adds great depth to a story. The characters. These are the people in the book. There are major and minor characters, comic and serious characters, heroes and villains, and many more. Characters are important because it is the characters who drive the story. It is the characters who the reader falls in love with, and it is the characters who the reader wants to see succeed. The plot. The plot is the conflict, the problems that must be overcome, and the sequence of events that come from the situation. The plot builds tension and gives the reader something to fight for. The villain drives the plot. Now, all this is story stuff, so it doesn't apply to life. Or does it? Look at your life. Are you living an adventure, a slice of life story, a soap opera, a romance, or what? Is your life the genre you want it to be? Or do you need to get out of the soap opera and into something more stable? Look at the setting around you. Is it a good place for you to be? Or are there changes that need to be made? Are the characters around you, your friends, family, co-workers, etc., good influences or bad influences? Do you need to change your friends? Do you need to change yourself to be a stronger character? What is the plot of your life? Do you like how it is going? Is it going the direction you want it to? Do you have a goal? And is your life headed to it? Look at your life story. Are the components in it building you up or tearing you down? What can you do to make your story have a happy ending? Life can be hard, even if you do everything right. So stack the deck in your favor by doing what you can to make your story what you want it to be. That sums this topic up. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. What's your favorite genre to write in or read?